All right, here we go. Grand finals of In the Zone 29. We have New Meta versus Jackpot. The rematch as New Meta's clawed their way back here. We see some adaptations for both teams. With Leafy going back to the Stamper. Looks like we're not going to be seeing the Nautilus counter pick keeping on a map like this. And New Meta has been running the Zap over the ballpoint. Let's see what happens.
It's the first time I've seen a Stamper in like a long time in one of these high stakes tournaments, not gonna lie. So we're gonna see if it's gonna pay off. We see they're not going for the early core, they're just playing a little bit more salty over here. And we're gonna see a trade between the ballpoint and the bucket. Wow, they get a Stamper really quickly right there. And now New Meta is gonna be forced to actually back down a little bit. I don't know why the ink is being used here. There's not much presence here.
I like this play actually because look, the entire team of Jackpot just jumps in and they can't deal with the landings because of the Ink. Like that is very common right now. It looks a bit weird to use a special by yourself, but in cooler meta, that is actually not uncommon because being able to space yourself out from the landing point you're giving is very important to split people's attention and keep the jumps alive. And that fast Weird, you can just see how devastating the repercussions of that are. Also, we see Jackpot having another cooler by the time Storm has that inkjet ready, meaning even if it did get more picks than it got in this fight, they have the cooler respawns. They have that stability to be able to make that retake happen.
Yeah, well, that was a really smart ingot from them then. It secured them some jumps, some really safe jumps, but now we're gonna see zero deaths. I mean, New Meta. So I keep mixing them up, you know. We're gonna see them forced to stay in spawn for a little bit more. They get the cooler off right here, but they don't have that many players right now. We're gonna see. Oh, the Stamper is just gonna use the set to try and distract here. And they're going for the tri-strike over here. Stamper wants to get this pick on the Zap, and they do get it, just barely. But we're gonna see that even then.
Down means the paint's just not gonna be there for this. Phoenix has to clutch up, but they go down. And I think there's just not enough paint for New Meta. Oh, the triple! The triple kill just frames too late. No,
this came in a little bit late.
Those kills would have probably capped the zone because you know all the dust paint. Oh my god! Imagine if it was 1 point memed because of that. That would have been so cool. But unfortunately, it is not to be. It is not to be this time.
It is what it is. Yeah, we're gonna see Jackpot just taking the first game right out of the gate pretty quickly too. Who's co-casting? Me. It's me. I'm the one of the editors. Yes. I like to torture myself sometimes.
Or is Sleepy? I don't know. I think he might have disappeared from this one.
He went sleepy.
He might need a voice rest. I mean, casting this long is kind of insane. I'm just... Yeah. Oh, wait, it's BO7? Wait, apparently this is BO7, and I am wrong.
Wait, really?
Let me check.
Oh.
Yes, this is BO7.
At least you have a very pretty voice. Well, thank you. I don't get that very often, but thank you.
I'm back. I'm assuming it's 1-0 for Jackpot?
Yeah. Also, if you guys are fine duo casting this, I need a second because my voice is dying a bit, so I gotta probably...
We got it.
You two have the score on this one.
We got it. We got it. Okay.
Okay.
So we're going into Flounder zones, and we're switching to a machine instead of a Zap, so they're not going to have cooler. I don't know how I feel about this pick. I really don't like the machine instead of a Zap. I don't think it's going to work out in their favor, but we'll see.
Yeah, it's just gonna make their comp a little bit slower, but even then they have that chip damage, which could be crucial in a map like this. But even then, I feel like the B bucket pick is superior over machine here. So we're gonna see if it takes off, and we already see a trade between the Tetris and the Stamper. We're gonna see another cooler. Oh, yeah. New Meta already 2 down. We're gonna see Jackpot over here just trying to go for that zone slowly but surely. They're just gonna be fighting a little bit over here. They get the Tetris once again. They try to get the brush, but the brush lives somehow.
But they do have a cooler, so the Zap will be back in a second. And the brush does get another pick on the bucket. This brush just really being a nuisance. They will find the jet.
They just try to stay alive for as long as possible in such risky positions too.
I don't know how I feel about the machine pick here. I do think the Zap would have been better for their speed, but we'll have to see.
We're gonna see Storm just setting up here as usual. This is a really good spot for Boppo to be in. Very annoying for the enemy team too, but oh wait, this is not Storm. Wait, I'm so dumb. This is not in Storm. I just associate Storm with the ballpoint so often that I think it's him. But anyways, we're gonna see them take two of the members of Jackpot down. Leafy going for a flank, but it does not quite work out. She's gonna be picked off right here.
The does come out, and the reef slide does cap the zone. And the Tetra, but the Tetra and the ballpoint do go down, and the jump look like it's going to die. This is probably going to be a full wipe eventually. Yeah, it does get. No, it does not get tried. And the Tetra does jump in.
These jumps to her dead, unfortunately.
And the ballpoint is very weak. This ballpoint could die and get staggered out. Yep.
They're just right now. New Meta is just getting staggered. Jackpot's really putting on pressure on them, and now we're gonna see the cooler over here. The whale just goes anywhere it goes for a jump. They jump out with the whale. We saw a little bit of funny whale moment over here. We're gonna see if there's two members of Jackpot going down. I'm not sure if they grabbed the bucket at least did. So this is gonna be really huge for them. But now this one with a huge reef sign over here is gonna be able to give New Meta a chance to actually go for a cap.
It does go down as well. So this is looking like a cap, and it does flip over. But are they able to hold it for long? The zone is already stalled, and the Tetra does go down. So this is looking like a clean retake. We are holding on to Booyah here. And will the Booyah find much value? It forces the Slosher up, but will the Slosher die? I don't think the Slosher is going to go down here.
Q gets a really nice pick on that egg brush.
And this is looking like a clean recap. That is a trade going out between the Zap and the machine. And it is a recap. And the ballpoint does go down, but Isabel gets a pick on the Stamper.
We're gonna see the brush is trying to shark here, waiting for one of Jackpot's managed to get a little bit greedy. But the brush pops up a bit earlier. I'm not sure if that was the play they wanted to go for.
I think the Tetra does kill the Stamper off. So they're down.
Yeah, now the brush is just free to go in and start putting some pressures. Platinum is really
very nice shot onto Jared, securing that kill. And the brush very close to getting that pick.
Oh, no way!
Flash, and the machine does go down, but they are down a ballpoint, and Isabel gets the pick on the Stamper. Very nice pick from Isabel onto that Stamper.
Yeah, this is looking really good for a New Meta over here. If they're just able to get this bucket, and they do get it, just barely. Now they get the sap, so there's no core. They did not get to put the core down. So this is looking really bad for Jackpot all of a sudden. The Blush is just trying to put on some pressure on the left side. They do get picked off, but now without buying some time that might be able to give them the lead just barely. No.
Ballpoint not getting a lead here. The ballpoint does go down on the side of Jackpot, but this is going to be a cap coming through. But the bucket does go down. The bucket goes down early. And the bucket does not have cooler. The bucket did not get cooler.
Ooh, but the brush is getting a little bit stuck over there. And now Jazz is gonna be able to push forward a little bit, going for the zone, going for the cap, not taking a fight with the
ballpoint here. He's trying to
really weak. It's really hard to take a fight against ballpoint because of that short range mode and the possibility that they might injure. Oh, wait, that restarted?
Resutter almost gets punished, but doesn't get punished, and the brush and the Stamper are trading out here. This very weak Tetra, the Tetra does on the bucket and survives somehow.
They somehow avoid the little radius of that splatbomb. They want to go for a really risky pick and danger that did not quite work out, but we see a trade.
It is traded out, but the machine does go down, unfortunately, so this is looking like a Jackpot win.
So far, it's looking like Jackpot win, but keep in mind that the brush is still behind them. Here they come. They're just trying to pull them away, but it's gonna be picked out because they do not have the range to actually fight the sap.
Almost capped, but they were 2 down, so I didn't expect even if they capped for it to last long.
Yeah. Well, wow.
Fine.
That was wow.
And that game going pretty, I wouldn't say convincingly, but it looked like Jackpot was getting a lot more secure fight wins.
This was a lot of a closer match between both of these teams, but even then Jackpot just managed to came out on top yet once more. We're gonna see if they are able to keep this momentum as we're heading into game 3.
Yep.
See, what's the map? I wanna see the map. Yes, BO7 grants. Who picks the map? Are they working with counter picks, or is there just like a map list for each round?
It's an auto map list, basically. Sendu does this format where you pick 5 maps, and the other team picks 5 maps. And before like the start of the tournament, you pick the 5 maps that you want to pick. He always does that for in the zone. You pick any 5 zones maps, and depending on what the other team chooses, it's gonna base that off what maps get chosen. But if you lose a game, then it'll go to probably the team that lost one of their maps, and vice versa.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, I haven't never heard of NTA till now because they're a pickup. That's why they're like I don't know if they're a project, but they are.
They are a project.
Okay, they're a project.
Except Stalk was subbing.
Yeah, it's a kind of a new project. Anyways, we're heading to Barnacle Zones.
This is a very good jackpot.
Wait, we see a wiper over here?
Wiper deck.
Beacon missile wiper.
They do love to run the Viper Deco on this map, but I think this is a very good missile map. This is a very good, it's a literally small enclosed map. I think missiles are very strong on this map, and we see that with already 3 going down, only the ballpoint left alive, but they do
wipe out.
This is just huge stagger. Leafy's going to set up in this very aggro position. It's going to be very hard to poke the Wiper out of this position. They are coming up with a whale shortly, and they're going to have to whale Leafy out of this position because this is a very annoying position for the Wiper to be in, and they are going to whale Leafy out of that position, but the strikes are coming out, and the Tetra's already down, and the Jet goes down. This is a very huge stagger, and the Gal does get a trade, but it doesn't really matter because that's a good trade for Jackpot.
Yeah, they're still up in numbers, and we're gonna see that the Wiper is almost at the missile. Wait, oh, they jumped to wrong person. Wait,
they are gonna die from this jump. They had missiles. They were very close to missiles, and this is a very big kill from Isabel.
That miss input might have cost them a little bit of the game over here. Well, I don't know if quite the game, but it's gonna make it so that you might actually get a chance to get the cap, and we're just gonna make them play for even longer now.
Yep, and something to notice, they are not running Zap. They're running 52 Gal instead of the Zap here.
Yeah.
But they are going down. I do think not having a Zap, the speed is going to be much greater on Jackpot's end.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna see the treasures going for the alley over here, trying to get a little bit of pressure on that side, but not quite. They're almost close to this freeze rider, and they're gonna probably pop in a really aggressive spot over here before they just wanna secure that trade. Now they have this really style for a stagger. We're gonna see that they're gonna use it with the ballpoint, but they barely miss it. They still get the trade though. This is gonna be really good for them. Knowing it means it's gonna be a lot more difficult for Jackpot to actually go for the retake now.
But they do kill the brush, which is a really good pick. But the Tetra does come back, and the Tetra gets another trade. This is a good trade for the Tetra. The Tetra wants to keep trading, and the Wiper Deco is also down, so they don't have missiles to rely on either. And we're approaching the last 30 seconds, and the Zap dies as well. But they do pop cooler, so they will have the cooler. But
now we see the Ingot finally coming out. He's trying to get some players on the right side, and they do manage to pick up the 52 even behind the wall. That did not quite affect them. This is gonna give them the chance they need to actually go for the recap.
Really nice picks, but it's only the 52 down now.
And it's once again a wipeout, but now Jackpot has to work through that penalty before they can actually secure this game. You're gonna see Madness over there on the top left already, just going for a really aggressive position over here, and it does pay off as they get two
double, and the wipeout, but really nice
another wipeout.
I don't know if New Meta can come back from this. This is looking like a very hard position, and Madness is on the top left, very pushed into their base too. This is looking like wait.
Yeah, well, they're 2 down. They're 3 down now. They can actually go for zone now, but they don't have that much time. They need to act and quick as India gets popped. Isabel is just going for the reef slider.
Nice reef slider.
Yeah, just securing that zone before it actually swaps.
Really nice. The drop roller protected Storm from the Wiper slash.
Yeah.
They are going 2 down.
The
already dead. This is looking like a quick recap. The bucket does get traded out, but that's okay because it's in favor of Jackpot right now. And they have a cooler, and a very nice bomb kills Isabel's jump.
Yeah, only about 35 points for the penalty left. And we see the Ingot coming out, but keep in mind, Jackpot has that tactical, so even if they get picked off by the Ingot, they're just gonna come back really quickly. They're already getting jumps back to zone. And This is gonna be a bit of a struggle for New Meta over here, but they do manage to get one pick. They just managed to cap the zone here. They can... Nice. Okay, they do get the cap here. And now they're just putting the pressure back, and then the 52 gets picked off, and the Brush is just really struggling to get the pick on the Zap. The Zap just gets the cool off.
And the Zap gets out a cooler, which is really good for them. They're gonna get this recap probably coming in through. They only have 30 seconds though.
Now they've just been trading zones back and forth, not quite getting any more points.
Really nice
and now they get a good pick on the Zap, but it comes back really quickly, and Danger just doesn't quite manage to get as much value as they wanted to, but they still managed to flip the zone. The strikes are going off to the zone. The ball player is in a little bit of a predicament over here. You gotta go back. Just putting so much pressure on them. Now the whales coming off. It's 2 down the side. Oh, but they do get another. It's only 52 for New Meta. But I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to close this out. They only have about 10 seconds before that penalty wears off.
The 52 is living though, and gets a pick on the Wiper Deco, and they get the ball point. Can they paint? I don't think they can.
No, they can't. They barely missed it. They barely missed the cap on the zone.
Phoenix almost clutched up so hard there. How did he live that?
He had no business living that.
Wow.
Very close game. Unfortunate for New Meta, but that is a sweep for Jackpot, and they are the winners.
No, it's not a sweep. It's BO7.
Oh, it's a BO7?
It is BO7. Technically, it's not over. We can see the reverse, but it's going to be hard.
It's going to be really hard.
I don't know how they didn't paint there at the end.
I do think Phoenix should be on the Zap instead. It just seems like the cooler would benefit them a lot more. I don't know why they're not ready.
They need the other entry tool. I think the do actually work out quite well, but I mean, we have to see. I don't think there's any... It's difficult to make a perfect comp around these weapons.
It's a rush.
So.
Yeah, I feel like the 52 was a little bit more justified here, given that the 52 was gonna be taking fights on the hallways. So, you know, having a wall where there is like really good. But I don't know. I don't feel like that's the reason why they lost. It's just... It was a really close game. We can see as the set goes, as the set progresses, that New Meta is actually getting closer and closer to actually taking a game from Jackpot. But they're just not quite there. Last game was their biggest chance, and they blew it just a little bit. So we're gonna see if they're able to get this reverse sweep over here. Yeah, keep in mind, reverse sweep is still very possible. We're gonna see them stick to that 52 over here. Use same comp on both sides, if not mistaken.
Phoenix is feeling very comfortable on the 52. I think this is a very good comp.
It is the main thing he plays with 0 deaths in general, so maybe just trying to adapt the comp to fit like what he is more practiced with, obviously.
And the whale does come out very early. Very nice pick on the Zap. The Zap's not going to have cooler anymore. So they do not have cooler, and the bucket goes down very early, and the ball point, so the ball point can't pop Jet, but they are 2 down. Does get traded out.
Yeah, we can see a really...
lot of damage early, but very nice.
And the Wiper does go down. Very nice kill.
Wow.
We can see a really good pair. We can see a really good pair between the Tetris and the Brush going in together and just being annoyances, nuisances on the enemy team, 2 at the same time. And now we're gonna see a pick on Giant, but now New Meta is going 2 down, so I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to hold this. They do get the bucket, but bucket gets a trade before actually going down.
Yeah, Leafy has the missiles already. There's also Tri-Strikes and Inkjet. If they can stagger this long enough to get a cooler, it's going to be really hard to retake. But currently, Jackpot doesn't really have a lot of space. They're not really on the enemy plat. They have the cooler out first. They're probably waiting for that with a nice kill on the Brush. They now know they are pretty much ready to go. There's a Tetra just sitting behind them, so Storm is going to try to help that out, but the bucket's going to shut it down pretty quickly.
That's a good trade for the bucket, too.
Yeah,
and
Isabel the Tetra has slider, but I don't think it's going to be able to cap this zone without any help. I stand corrected.
Oh, but they get it.
Some help on the other side. They do manage to get it regardless. So I mean, point that they needed it has been achieved there, to say the least.
Really nice kill on the ball point from Jared, and Jared sees the jump. They will be able to maybe. They secure the jump kill.
Yeah, the ball point's trying to get some pressure on the left side of the map, trying to get an Inkjet and look for that more aggressive angle to get another bit of a stagger. Probably wants to wait for Jared to toss a cooler over here first, but Jared's going to put it on the other side of the map. It's going to make it a little bit awkward because that cooler is just so far away from the rest of the team. But they might not even need
what a
it,
nice
get a lot of kills, and then they can just grab it after the regroup here. And I don't think anyone is in position to take care of
it. And they killed the ball point, so the ball point doesn't have Jet anymore, so they won't have
Jet. Able to get the attack in time, which is unfortunate because they're going to be forced into a more aggressive position. But they're able to get the kill, and I mean, I think this looks really, really
This-
bad for Zero.
Yeah.
New meta. They have very little time to get in. The ballpoint's going to be forced to the ancient. I just don't know if they have the feet to be able to secure this. They get one kill, but not able to get another. And Jackpot will clean
take
sweep grand finals. What a
Wow.
dominant performance from them this tournament.
Yep.
Wow.
Wow, in a
There's
tournament with close sets all around, Jackpot has proven like definitely a level above all the other teams in this event so far. Like only one game dropped with in like top 4 as far as I'm aware, which was the game to Crush Soda.
Yep.
So yeah, very nice job from Jackpot there. The adaptability of Leafy kind of swapping around while the other 3 keeps consistent was very interesting. I noticed Jared ran 4 sub special power for like 21-second cooler, which is also cool. But
Yes.
I mean, for the most part, I think Jackpot just played very solid. They've been making some improvements, and it's good to see some progress in this event. GG's to everyone who played. Thanks for allowing me to cast Sendu.